nice and close so you'll be able to see everything. So this is what I had in mind. I was thinking we were gonna paint our backgrounds. I was not on last Wednesday, Carol. I meant to post and say I wasn't gonna be there. I was actually out of town and I was having so much fun that I just forgot to even tell you guys I wasn't gonna be here. So I apologize for that. Thank you, Stacy. Actually, I already put a coat of paint on this already because it was super dirty and it's still a little wet. So give me a second or two to get this dry. Just take 2 or 3 seconds so I don't smear it everywhere. I just put a quick coat of white on there because it was super, super dirty. So here's what I had in mind, okay? I was thinking we were gonna paint our background with a light green color, a little bit of white, maybe throw in a little bit of yellow. And then I was going to do my little tracer. I was gonna put a little shamrock on here. And then I was going to do like animal print inside the shamrock. But I want you to, I don't know if you can see, I got this little stencil at Hobby Lobby and I just thought it was super cute because it's got 2 different kinds of animal print. But this is totally not really realistically usable. It will not even lay flat on your surface. So you would have to spray it with adhesive. Thank you, Kathy. I painted them for the first time in forever. And normally I was getting dip nails for quite a while and it was killing my nails. So were you in the Downtown Divas? No, Emmy, I was actually with a group of friends in Texas. So anyway, this stencil is terrible. It doesn't lay flat. I would have to use adhesive. And even if I used adhesive, a lot of these pointy, tiny things are sticking up so far that I don't think this stencil is usable. So don't go get it, okay? Got it at Hobby Lobby. I paid $3.50 for it, and it was a total waste of money. We may try to futz with it and see what we can do, but my thought process is this is trash. This is garbage, not good. So what we may do is paint our background, paint our shamrock green, and then maybe we'll just hand paint some animal prints onto our canvas. So let's just get started, and then we'll just make decisions as we go, depending on how we feel. How about that? So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put another coat of white on my canvas and I have to show y'all this canvas. This is the one I started with. I don't know if y'all can see how terrible that is. Can y'all see how it's buckling in the corners? Took it out of the package like that. It was terrible and it doesn't lay flat. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible excuse for a canvas. I even tried to spray the back and then let it dry, and I tried to spray the front and let it dry, but it just got worse and worse and worse. So these canvases are for naught. They're terrible. We used it on the pumpkin. Are you talking about? My stencils are all packed up, Charlene, and the only 2 I have available is this Paisley-esque one and this one, and I really wanted animal print, so we may just hand do it. Thank you, Becky, but let's go ahead and just get started with our background, and then we'll just kind of see how it goes. So yeah, that canvas was, it's basically garbage. There's nothing you could do. I may try to wet it again and see if I can get it to straighten up any, but what I may end up doing is just cutting the canvas off and doing something with the frame. Maybe we'll make that a project for the day, one day. Just cut it off and see what we can do with that. So I'm gonna put a little bit of white on my plates, and we're gonna just do a quick coat. There is a tornado watch here in my area, and hopefully y'all won't bear witness to me completely blowing away here in North Mississippi. So So I'm just going to put another quick coating of white on here because I am going to gift this piece to a lucky art lover, glass art lover who sprinkles the love. Tell your friends that you think might enjoy watching that we are live, and come back and tell me that you did that, and we are going to draw a name from those people who sprinkled the love, and we will gift this to said person. So we'll draw a name from those who sprinkle and gift this piece to someone. So happy birthday, everybody having birthdays, all us March babies. I'm a March baby myself. My birthday is the last day of this month. Gonna turn this on for just a second. So if you hear some noise, that's what it is. Thank you, Cindy. I agree with that. Thank you, Joanne. But I'll be 60 at the end of this month. Look at all my birthday girls. Happy birthday to all of us, right? Thank you for the sprinkles. I want to just get this dry so we don't have to just watch paint dry and be here all night in the tornado warning or watches. Looks like it's really close. Give me one more second. Bunch of March babies. All right, we're gonna let this cool for a second. While we do, I'm gonna show you a couple of colors that I think I'm gonna use. So I've got this green, and I know this isn't like shamrock green. I don't really have a shamrock green except for this color, which is not a color that you guys could even probably purchase. It is a glazing cream color made by Modern Masters that I have literally had for probably 15 years. You could just match any Kelly green. You could use any Kelly green for that, but I think for the background, we're gonna use a little bit of white. I'm gonna add a little bit more to my page. 3-3, mine's 331. I'm gonna add a little bit more white. Then I'm gonna add this green, which is grass green. We'll put a little bit of that here, I think. Let me shake it up. Well, thank you, Kathy. You are now my new best friend. Let's see. A little, oh my goodness, that was a good bit of grass green. And then we're gonna do a little bit of this straw by Delta. Oh, so a little bit of straw. So first thing I'm gonna do, make sure that's not too hot. 315, all my March babies. Look at y'all. Sherry is 313, 72 years young. Look at us. Yes, 100% Sherry. Any color you want. I actually did bring some metallic green, and depending on what we do, we may end up using that too. I'm just not sure at this point after seeing what a train wreck the stencil was. We're gonna get our Shamrock on here, and then we'll make decisions about how we're gonna deal with that hot mess. So if I'd known it was so terrible, I would have gone through my box and pulled out another stencil. But guys, we are so close to moving. We got a March 9th and a March 15th. Yay, Cindy and Becky. But we are like trying to get things ready to move. I'm gonna put a little bit more white. We're trying to get ready to move, and it's so exciting. And I got a big old paint boogie. I need more white, and for some reason, March 27th, Lori will be 66. Look at that. Tomorrow's Amy's daughter's birthday. Becky's got some family birthdays. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of white back on here. It's gonna be nice and fresh now. All that ickiness gone. I'm gonna grab up a little bit of this grass green onto my brush, just using the same brush, not even cleaning it. And we'll add into that white. Woo! I don't know if y'all can hear that rain, but it's cuckoo. a little bit of that grass green, and I like it to be random. I'm not a huge fan of just one solid color for my background. I do like it to have highs and lows. So we're gonna work with that. I'm gonna get, green is not great either. I need to go to the lobby, to the Hobby Lobby, and buy me some fresh paints, because some of mine, Carla, as she was packing and getting things prepared, started going through all my paints, throwing out anything that was goopy or dried up, and it was terrible, y'all. I'm pretty sure I've had some of these paints for 20 years. They're just dried up bottles of nothingness. Look at all those March birthdays. Yes, my sister's March as well. She'll be, let's see, I'll be 60, she'll be 58. All right, that looks pretty good. I'm just gonna offload this onto my paper towel, and I'm just gonna brush out some of that green, and I'm gonna grab up some of this yellow, just a little, and we'll just add some of that right on top as well. And we may add a little more white, just to add another little bit of color. Let's see, I'm pretty happy with that. Might have needed a sunnier yellow. That was kind of an antique-y yellow, like an ochre. So if you're gonna do this, you might choose something that's a little more yellow. I'm gonna get a little bit of white in here. There we are. That's good for a background. We'll work with it. We'll work with it. I'm gonna get this dry with my handy dandy heat gun and try to say happy birthday to all my people. Let's see. Becky's granddaughter is March 7th and her son is March 21st. Marie, 3/27. Happy birthday, sister. Jill's son and nephew is March 3rd. Look at that. That's a lot of busy mamas and daddies for all those marches. Look at that. Sherry turned 62 last month. That's awesome. Amy says she's going to make a bass for her husband's office because her cat broke a lamp and her husband's mad. So make him a pretty. Teresa's birthday is March 10th, and the love of her life is the 28th. Let's see, all the nieces and grands. Hey, Patsy. Okay, I think we might be dry enough to move forward. Patsy is the 21st. That's so awesome. Cool beans. Okay, so we're gonna let this cool off a minute because it's not conducive to put tracing paper on a hot canvas. So we'll let that cool off a second. And hey, Miss Sarah. Miss Sarah's birthday is this month as well. We are just a bunch of March beauties, aren't we? Sarah, I hope your day was as wonderful as you are, sister girl. Sherry's granddaughter's turning 18. Okay, I think we're ready. So I'm gonna tilt this a little so that my little shamrock stem is not perfectly straight up and down. So I'm gonna just tilt that over. Make sure we're kind of where I want it to be. Then I'm gonna take myself a piece of tape and we're just gonna tape this cutie right down. And we'll use our black graphite paper to trace our image. And then we're gonna go ahead and paint it green, and then we'll make a decision about what to do next. So I'm gonna go ahead, trace, and I also, while I was over here right before I went live, and I was noticing how awful that little stencil was, I also realized that this shamrock that I sketched, you know, shamrocks, if you're drawing them, are just hearts without the point, so you can just make two hearts. I don't know if you guys saw the little reel I did where I made a bunny out of circles. Well, shamrocks are just hearts connect it at the point and just erase the pointy part. But I made it a 3 shamrock instead of a lucky shamrock. So I thought, why did I do that? We need luck. We need all the luck and love. So mine is the 31st, Linda. So we are going to work with this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my first coat of this Modern Masters green. This is probably, I don't even know if you can buy this anywhere anymore. This paper that I sketch on is actually called tracing paper. It's like comes in a pad. Hang on, I have one right here. So I use this to trace on. Sometimes I trace right onto my the plastic of my canvas. I'm notorious for that as well, and then tracing it onto a piece of paper. Anywho, I am going to use this green because it's the right color green that I want. And so what you need to do if you're looking for the green color is just get a Kelly green from the paint store, from the craft store, or just whatever green makes your heart happy. I'm going to use this because this is the closest thing to Kelly green that I have. So I'm just going to use it. And let me find me a brush that is decent. I'll use this one. This is just a 1/2 inch flat brush. Super easy. I don't buy expensive brushes, and I have been gifted with some really nice brushes. Thank you, Lane. And I'm so scared to use them, but I have committed to myself that once I move into my new space, that I am going to use my good brushes, and I'm going to be a good girl and clean them when they need cleaning, instead of being a terrible, terrible bad brush person and just letting them sit in my paint water until I'm ready to paint again. And then I'm like, oh man, who does that? Show of hands. Who does that? Do your, I hear you, Kelly. Do your brushes sit in the paint water? Or are you a good brush mama and clean your brushes as you go? I'm terrible. Admitting it. And that the first step to doing better is admitting you're bad. Admitting it. Oh, I want to mention this too. I don't know what our stock looks like right now, but we are running a sale on glass because we have Amy cleans her brushes. We are moving. Hopefully, we were supposed to move today, but they just poured concrete today. So we're hoping to move within the week. And we have, guys, I did show you guys a little reel of all the glass we have. Obsessive brush cleaner. I need you to come hang out with me, Angela, and teach me because I'm terrible. Anywho, we had so much glass, and we were just sitting here staring at it going, what in the world? How are we going to kill ourselves? Because we're just a bunch of old people over here. We got no young folk. And so I said, let's just run a sale. I'm going to order some more. Order a pallet that will be shipped to our new place. And so we are having a glass sale on the Art Shattered page. We're having a 20% off of all our in-stock glass. Now, once it's out of stock, it's out. Once it's done, it's done. And the sale is through Friday. 20% off does not include glass strips or kits, okay? Just bagged glass and bubbles and glass chips. So the code for that, 18 dirty brushes, Debbie. You sound like me. I'm so terrible. So bad. The code for the 20% off is MOVING20, M-O-V-I-N-G 20. So go and place an order for 20% off, because once it's gone, we either end it at Friday at midnight, or when it's gone, okay? We're trying not to move a ton, but we're gonna have to start packing it up regardless. Getting ready, you know, boxing it, trying to get it ready to go. This needs another coat, so I'm gonna hit it with my heat real quick. So moving 20 is the coupon code. So go and get you some glass while it is in the store. Isn't this cute? Should I do metallic or just do another coat of the Kelly green? This feels like it's dried up. I need to shake it up and see what the deal is. But it feels like, you know how when it's dried up, it just moves like a brick? Thank you for the sprinkles, ladies. A little bit more. Thank you, April, for your order, and whoever got theirs, Jill. I have used burlap canvas, but you've got to be really careful because it's woven and your resin will seep through that burlap and drip through the back of your canvas. Glass chips are sold out. Doesn't surprise me a bit, Kathy. They always go the fastest. So should we do metallic or another coat of green? Maybe we'll change the whole thing. If we do green metallic, maybe we can do bronze, animal print, little things inside. Throw a little clear on top. Clear sold out. Yep. Doesn't surprise me. Those clear, Starfire, glass chips, bubbles, those are going to be the first things to sell out. Oh, Amy. Are you sad? Oh, I'm so sorry for you and for her family. That is so sad. So let's see if we can get some metallic. Oh, yes. That looks good. So let's try the metallic and see how it looks. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate that. So let's try our metallic. Ooh, y'all, this is pretty. We'll get it on and then we'll get it dry and then I'll show it to you nice and close up so you can see. And this is actually extra sheen emerald. So this is that deco art that's supposed to be super metallic-y. Donna, you may have gotten the last. You may have gotten the last. Now we do have more glass on order, so if we sell out this week and then you need some, don't panic. We do have some on the way. But hang on. It's hard for me to paint and talk. So don't panic if you don't get your order in or if your color is sold out. We do have more coming, but I wanted you guys to get it while it's on sale. We don't do big sales very often. Just a couple of times a year, unless you're a member. Then I try to have more sales just inside my membership, but my members get all the good things, all the treats. This is so pretty, y'all. I don't know if you can see the sheen on this green, but it's super, super pretty. Glad we picked the metallic. Now I feel like I need to grab the bronze instead of, because I've gotten out some black and some brown. I feel like if we're going to do animal prints, if anybody has any other questions or any other suggestions about what to do with our thing. Oh, golly, y'all. My iPad just fell completely off the tripod. So that was that loud, terrible noise. I'll pick it up in a minute. I can't deal with it. I'm just glad it didn't knock my paintbrush across the room. If anybody has suggestions besides this animal print, I'm open to suggestion. So otherwise, I'm just going to hand paint the animal print instead of using a stencil because it is icky. All right, so cute. So cute, and I'm tempted to grab a little bit of pearl. Let me pick up my iPad. Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna try to put it back up there. I'm just gonna lean it right here. Okay, yeah, I gotta hold my mouth right, man. Got to. I'm gonna put a little bit of this pearl metallic white, and I'm just gonna get a little bit on the corner of my brush. Just add a few little parentheses of color. And I don't know if this is gonna show up under whatever we decide to do, but I do like to give it a little bit of something no matter what. Because sometimes people watch and maybe they don't do the glass and they want it to look pretty anyway. So this will give them a little extra something. Look how cute. Oh, let's see, look at that. Y'all love it? Goodness gracious. Okay, let's get this dry and then we'll chitty chat for a minute about animal prints. We'll do a little test. All the pearl paint was gone. I need to go to Hobby Lobby in the morning. I can tell. I'm gonna take my hat off for a minute. I'm having a menopausal sweat storm over here. Super cute. So I'll tell you guys what I was going to do. My goal was to cut this out of this cardstock and use it to mask my clover while I used the stencil to do the animal print. That way I didn't get the animal print on the outside of the Shamrock. But the stencil is not worthy of use. Still a little bit wet. Yes, I'm having my own personal summer, Angela, about once an hour. Polka dots. A little bit. So should we do, let me try, let me see if it's cooled, let me cool it off and see if it's done. So let's think about this. So what if we could do polka dots in like a pale green. And then maybe outline it in metallic gold. And maybe some gold around the edge. Little pale green dots. Or we could try the animal print. Just hand do it. So what do you think? Oh my God, it's like so miserable. It's like I've been in menopause for 20 years. It is terrible. Okay, so let's do a quick little test. I'm gonna scooch this over for 1 second. I'm gonna grab some bronze. And let's see if we like our animal prints. I'm gonna put a little bit of black on my plate over here, just a tiny amount, I don't need much. And then I'm gonna use a little bit of this bronze. I'm gonna do a little sample on the back of my plate. I'm gonna use it as my sample. Kind of an animal print-ish look. Let me find the correct brush for that process. And then we'll see what we wanna do. Polka dots and gold. And then maybe just put some clear glass on it. Not trying to place it anywhere. So let's see, if I do, let's try it this way. We'll do black. I don't know if y'all can see my plate, but I'm gonna get a little bit of black. And then we'll just do, the animal print is just little squiggles of like C's or M's. So we can just do a C. And then take a little bit of the bronze and put a little in the middle. So let's do a couple and then decide kind of what we're gonna do. We're just doing a few little samples. I'll do it reverse now. A little bit of bronze. We're just gonna make a little squiggle and then add a little of the color in the center. So that's what we can do, or we can just do dots. Can y'all see that? So animal prints, we can still outline it in gold. Trying to decide. I am torn. This is so metallic-y and pretty though. What do you guys think? They're gonna help me make a decision. I think my decision skills are used up today. Angela says dots, dots, animal, dots, dots. Okay, big dots, small dots. We got dots. I'm gonna go with dots. All right, let's get dotty. Let's get dotty. This is terrible. Okay, so dots. Dots it is. So I'm going to take my white and that little bit of green and just kind of mix it together. Let's grab up that pearl too. And we'll make some dots out of this pale, pale green. Could be. I'm a huge fan of animal print in any shape, form, or fashion. But let's try these dots. I'm going to add a little bit more white to that. I feel like it's a little dark still. White dots. Yeah, we might add both. There's nobody telling us we can't, right? Big and small. Okay, so let's do this. I'm trying to get myself situated. Okay, so let's do, we're gonna go into the white. I'm gonna get it really nice and loaded. And let's do a big white dot. I wish I had some of those dotting tools. There is a hair on there. And maybe we'll have one going off the range. Maybe one here. He's definitely going to need a little second coating. Hang on. Kathy, we will be open April 18th, I think it is. You can get on the waiting lists, and we'll let you know when we're opening. But we have a challenge coming up the 17th through the 20th. We're going to do a cute little sunflower piece, and we'll be opening after that challenge. All right, so let's do here. We'll do a portion of one here. Y'all are really putting pressure on me trying to make perfect circles. That is not my forte. We'll go here. Awesome, Kathy. You will be the first to know. Now, we are going to have kits for our spring challenge. So there will be a waiting list for kits as well. Let's see, we'll put one here. We'll get that waiting list up soon. And, oops. I think one more, maybe a piece of one right here. Now, should we do small circles too? I know I need to give those another coat, but I need to find, let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna use this green, light green, and let's do a dot. Oh, that's a terrible dot. I don't like that dot, y'all. I'm gonna try to get it off. Watch this. That was not a good dot. I do not like that green. So I'm just gonna do white. That green is terrible. So let me try again. Erase, erase, erase. All right, so let's try that again. Maybe we'll use the dotting tool. Let's see if these are big enough for dots. Let's start down here. Dot. Oh yeah. Dot. Dot. It's kind of hard for me to see because of the metallic. I'm going to turn it as I go. Dot. 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 No, these are small, but that was too big, but we're going to work with it. Let me see. I'm gonna put one here. Hard to know where to put them. We'll do here. And we're gonna have to add a little bit more white to the big ones because they are not quite opaque. Turn them into roses. He is. Can you hear him, Deb? He is filling y'all's orders as we speak. So yes, he is back there packing glass and packing orders. No, you're all right. It's okay. So let's see. He's shoveling coal. Oh, that's pretty funny. He is working. He's working. I'm going to come in and add a little white to these again. Absolutely, Amy. I will announce that. Let me get these second coated. They're still a little opaque, so I may throw a tiny smidge of yellow in the middle. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it by ear, and just like I said earlier, or just like I did, if we do something and it's like, ugh, we'll just erase it, right? We're gonna outline this. Should we outline it in gold? Grab a little bit of that yellow. I don't like it. Oh, that was not bad. Let me put a little tiny dot of yellow. Then we'll add white and smear it around. For a beginner, I would start with, we're out of clear, so I would say clear, but Starfire is a good choice too, because you can tint those colors any color you want, so you don't have a lot of colors laying around that maybe you're not going to use as a beginner. So I would definitely say Starfire, but super popular is our blue colors, the Pacific Blue, the Caribbean blue, which is kind of a beachy blue. It's super awesome as well. So let's see. Yay, Amy. Just let me know about that. My trip was wonderful. I'm gonna dry this and chat for a second because I'm just getting wet on the wet on the wet, and it's kind of making it a mess. My trip was really good. Thank you, Joanne. So when I get together with those girls who I went on my trip with, we love each other so much, and we help each other within our businesses, and we love to play. We play hard and we work hard. and plan and plot. Starfire's clear. Yes. So what do you guys think about this? What if I take my black pen and make some little swirlies in the whites, and then we outline the whole thing with gold, and then all the way around, then we'll just put clear on top, random, just splatter it and call it a day. What do you think? Yeah, just change it up, no biggie. So I want to dry that one more time. I see it's still got a little wetness. And let's see what we can do to jazz up the little dots, flowers, whatever you want to call them. Yes, Jenny? We try really hard. We try really hard to get those orders out as fast as we can. Sometimes it takes us a couple of days, but we like to get them out within 48 hours. 48 hours business days. Let's see. So cute, y'all. Can y'all see what I've done to the center? So let's do this. It's a little warm still. So I'm going to take my little pen. I don't know if this pen is worthy of being used or not. Let me see. Oh, it looks pretty good. So I am going to go, and I'm just going to put my pen straight down. Thank you, Deanna. And I'm just going to go in a circle, squiggle around from the outside to the inside. All right? What do you think? Do that to all of them? I like it. I like it. Let's do it. So I'm just straight up and down. I'm going to start, and I'm going to wiggle my way to the center. Boom. Cute. They said products been discontinued. Lord have mercy. I don't know what's up with spray paint, but it's getting harder and harder and harder to find. This is kind of cute, y'all. Thank you for the sprinkles again. So we're going to do this one. And there. We'll straight up and down. Wiggle. And work your way to the middle. Wiggle. Work your way to the middle. There. Cute. Now, I see I made a little bit of a mess on this here with my hand, so I'm going to fix that. And I'm going to leave my little white dots as they are. That looks kind of cute, doesn't it? So, okay, outside trace. Gold or black? I'm going to start shaking this while we decide. Should we outline it in gold pen? Maybe around the edge and around the shamrock. Maybe put a few gold dots in there. Let's see. Thank you for the sprinkles. The code is moving, MOVING 20. Moving 20. Here you go. MOVING 20. There it is. Moving 20. Okay, gold. Both. Missed the ball. Oh, I did. Thank you very much. Lord have mercy. I'm just getting way too ahead of myself. All right. All right, let's try the gold. So I'm going to go. I'm going to start here at the bottom. Oh my goodness, y'all, that's going to be spectacular. I'm going to put my hand. I need something to put my hand on. And let's go around and around. Around. I love this pen, by the way. Christy Hawkins turned me on to this pen. Thank you, Christy. All right, look at that. So now we might add just a little squiggle of gold inside what turned out to be roses instead of dots. That's okay too. And we can do dots with the gold as well. Sing a song. Boom, boom. Boom. We just went a little crazy, didn't we? This is, I got this at Michael's. It's called Deco Color. I don't know if you can see it. Deco Color Premium Metallic Gold. Deco Color Premium Metallic Gold. It says oil-based opaque metallic paint marker. Deco Color Premium Gold Metallic. Yay! Colleen, is she not fabulous? Fabulous, Colleen? Colleen? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. She is fabulous, isn't she? Okay, so I feel like we need something around the outside, but maybe the glass will be okay. But let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm not going to use the pen because I think it's going to be it'll be a little too hard to get a nice line. So I'm going to grab my metallic gold paint, just metallic gold. I'll put a little bit on this palette. Got so many things over here I did not even use. We'll put a little bit on the palette. We'll get some on our brush, and we'll go around the edges with that. So I'm just putting it on a sponge brush. I like the way a sponge brush does because you don't have to worry about brush strokes. So just a little bit on the back side of your sponge brush, and then you can take it and just touch the edge really lightly all the way around, and it kind of frames it out. And I like to be irregular too, so maybe in the corner, get a little bit more in there. Voila. So cute, look at that. I like it. Not at all what I thought I was gonna be doing. That's okay too. It is super cute. She is sweet, isn't she, Pamela? She's got the biggest heart of anyone I ever known. Okay, let me show you this close up. So are we done, or do we have any more things we need to do? I'm thinking just lay some clear glass just over it, not even trying to make that shape, and pour some resin. What do you think? Are we done? I think we're done. Do you think we're done? Yes. Yeah, it's metallic-y. And so all of that just really pops out. Sprinkle the shamrock. Thank you so much. All right, so let me do this. Oh yeah, let me dry it real quick. Let me hit it with my dryer, and then we'll add some glass. I believe that is a word, Jenny. Thank you guys for the sprinkles. So here's how this works. If you let your friends know that we're here on this page, and how to do that is you go to the top of this page where it says the word SHARE, Facebook won't let me say it. And you do that, share that, well, I said it anyway, to your page and make sure it says public. So you're sharing it to your public page. Then come back and tell me what you did. Then we'll put your name in a hat. We're going to put everybody's name in who did so, who sprinkled and then said that they did so. And then we're going to draw a winner, and this piece will go to that person. So thank you guys for all these stars. Thank you so much. Stars, stars, and more stars. You guys are rocking and rolling, and my iPad is having a hard time keeping up. Okay, so I'm just going to pour. This is Starfire. It is perfectly clear, no color whatsoever. What? I did not know Michaels did that. And if I did know, I forgot already. And that's old age, right? So I'm thinking I know y'all think I'm crazy because it looks crazy right now. But just laying this glass on here the way it is, I'm actually going to pull off some of the great big pieces and smush it back in a little. But I promise when we add the resin, it's going to make a difference. So don't panic, okay? Don't panic. All that goodness is going to come right through. All right, so that beats having to place every little thing, doesn't it? Thank you, Misa. I didn't know that about Michaels. I buy a lot from Michaels too. That's a lot I could have been getting a discount on. All right, so let me grab, where are my little cups? There they are. I'm gonna mix, I just threw half my cups on the ground. I'm gonna mix a ½ ounce of resin. I think that's probably even too much, but we're gonna mix it up anyway and see what happens. Hello, Michiganer. Thank you, Catherine. So I'm going to put my gloves on. Thank you, Kathy. And I'm going to grab my pen, and I am going to mark my cup at 1/4 ounce on this one, and 1/4 ounce on this one. This is probably too much, but we're going to live life in the fast lane. Okay, I'm going to scooch this over while I do this. So we're going to put our hardener in one cup and our resin in the other. So let's start with hardener, and I'm almost out in this container. I just refill these as I go until the bottle becomes so icky that I can't stand it anymore. So that way I don't have great big bottles on my table. So that is 1/4 ounce. It's storming here. Actually, it's been quiet, so it may have settled down a little out there. Yeah, I buy quite a bit of stuff from them, so that's going to make a huge difference. Lastly, 1/4 ounce of hardener, 1/4 ounce resin. Then I'm gonna grab me a little baby stir stick, if I can find it. We're gonna combine these two into one cup. Try the other frames. I think that's a wonderful idea, Amy. The Tree of Life? Heck yeah. It's just a miniature version. I can't wait to see it. All right, so I'm combining the resin into the hardener, or vice versa, whichever it is. I didn't keep up. And I got a little resin on my table again. So I'm gonna stir this. I'm gonna move this up here. I'm gonna stir this for 3 minutes, mixing, 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 and we can all chat while I do that. That's okay, Kathy. I buy my resin wholesale, obviously, from artresin.com. They sell it at some of your local craft stores. I know they sell it at Hobby Lobby, and they sell it at Joann's, but you can also get it on Amazon and from artresin.com. Leslie, share the love, honey. So we're just gonna stir this for 3 minutes. Yeah, I think we're getting storms that Texas had a couple of days ago or yesterday. It's quiet here now, so hopefully, but I think we have a tornado watch till 10 p.m. So I'm stirring, stirring, stirring. Stir, stir, stir. Scrape those sides. Scrape across the bottom as well, so you're intermixing all of that deliciousness together. And hopefully this won't be a hot mess. I think it turned out pretty cute. So we'll draw a name tomorrow and for this piece, and then watch out for that because I literally have 2 pieces of art on my table right now that were gifted to watchers, people who did the sprinkle. And she is my friend, Sheila. I just spent a few days with her last weekend. She is my buddy. But I do have a couple pieces that nobody claimed. And after a couple weeks, I just give up. And so we may have a little giveaway for those over the weekend. One of them is a heart and the other one is a Mardi Gras piece. So if you're from Louisiana or you are a fan of Mardi Gras, you might like to have something like that. Hey, Michigan, Miss Nancy. Stir, stir. Bernice, this is resin and hardener. It's Art Resin is the product name. It's a 2-part resin. So I'm mixing the resin and the hardener together, and I'm gonna pour it over my glass on top of my Shamrock. And then after about 8 hours, it hardens and becomes like a glass coat and holds the glass down and makes the art. Thank you, Catherine. Makes the art super shiny and delicious. Exactly, Kathy. So now I'm gonna just start at the top and I'm gonna spritz and drizzle this. Hopefully you'll still be able to see what's underneath. I used Starfire for that very reason. We're just gonna put our resin right on top of the glass. You wanna hit the glass first because that's what you wanna make sure sticks down really well. Oh, Emmy, you gotta do it. It's so pretty, isn't it? So I'm drizzling over. Maybe we'll have a contest on Friday or Saturday to gift those other pieces. I'll have to come up with something super fun for y'all. Because when I offer to gift them, I don't want to keep them. Somebody should be gifted, right? Right? I've made too much. I've only used about half of what I made. I'm going to go ahead and start spreading it around. and make sure I don't need any more before I tell you how much I used. So I'm going to use my finger because it's just going to go faster if I do. Go all the way to that gold edge. I'm going to flip it around so this is canvas, 6x6 canvas. Need a little more. Let's pour a little on. Maybe a smidge more. Maybe it will take almost. It took almost what I had. I have probably just a smidge left. But if you feel like you require a little more resin on your pieces than I might use, because I'm chinchy, I can resin an entire piece with 1/8 of an ounce. Just kidding. I'm really good at minimizing the resin. But so if you're a little heavy-handed, I would go ahead and mix the 1/2 ounce. I probably have maybe, I don't even know how much to tell you, barely any left. Enough to fix something if I had something to fix, but I don't. So I'm gonna grab my heat gun and pop some of these bubbles, and then we'll look and see if we missed anything. Oh, that is so cute. All right, let me look all the way around. The flowers really pop through too. I'm gonna scooch that little piece of glass over. I don't want any distraction. That is so cute, guys. Let me take my gloves off. I'm not gonna use this. I like to tell my people that when you're doing resin, you need to always have something small, a couple of things small sitting on your table that need resin, so that when you mix too much resin like what I just did, you have some way to use that instead of maybe just wasting it, okay? It's not enough for me to worry about. If it was a lot, I would grab another canvas and make something else real quick. But because it's only a teeny, it's like 1/4 of a teaspoon maybe, I'm not gonna stress about it. I'm not gonna stress. But let me show you how cute this is. Oh my goodness, look. Look at that. Is that not adorable?